Any particular reason we're driving in the cycle lane, buddy? And doing 25 in a 40? What are you doing? Hey drivers, I just wanted to give a quick little update telling you what happened, when I'll be returning to YouTube and what the plan for the future is. Let's get the tough stuff out the way first. As a few of you knew, my dad wasn't very well. He had terminal lung cancer and he seemed like he was doing fine for the majority of the year. It was about a year from us finding out to him no longer being with us, and he seemed alright for a lot of it. You know, he was putting up a very valiant fight. Unfortunately, there was just no stopping it. It just got on everywhere, and in his last couple of weeks he just got more and more ill. And then this final day, it was May 19th, and it's a day I'll never be able to get out of my head for as long as I live. He got very, very, very ill very quickly that day, and my mum rang the assessment unit. We thought it would be a painless experience because it's meant to be a direct line straight in if there's something wrong. And it was a pain in the backside just to get through, and the operators were arsey with her. But anyway, they eventually said, okay, yeah, he sounds pretty bad, bring him in. And we got about halfway to the hospital and my dad just let go. Yeah, just sat right there next to me. Just peacefully went. So yeah, that's the main thing we've been dealing with. He was a very, very loved man by a lot of people, and I think the showing of support at his funeral was proof of that. The very first thing I say when I get up to speak, I'd kind of, I walk up and then get my paper ready, and I look up and I go, oh my god, that's a lot of people. Yeah, public speaking isn't one of my strong suits, but yeah, I think I did alright. Anyway, my entire life I have struggled with my mental health and never had an answer for it, never had a correct diagnosis for it. Been on pretty much every antidepressant under the sun, and none of them worked because I have autism and ADHD. Yeah, so I figured that out in the last, what month are we in? The last 7.5 months. And I was trying to figure that out for over a year. The waiting lists are fucking enormous. And the worst thing is, they've said, okay, yep, cool, the autism, you just have that. That's just part of your personality repertoire. But the ADHD can actually be treated, and that's what's been causing burnouts. It's why I've lost jobs. It's why I've had anger problems. And it's so fucking good to finally have an answer. What isn't good is that I now have to wait another 7 months for my medication. Well, I mean, the way I look at it is I've managed 28.5 years. What's another 7 months? And that's getting me on to a brief little rant. I'm actually filming this before going to my first bereavement session. I'm filming this on July 5th. My dad died 19th of May. I told the hospital staff after they give us the unfortunate news that it didn't work, they couldn't bring him back. I immediately told them, my mental health is very poor. I need help now. And what did they do, you ask? Well, the first thing is when I was in a room with my dad and some other family members who didn't know the extent of my mental health, one of them, I think it was a student nurse, just comes in and just goes, someone said they're going to themselves. I mean, I didn't quite say that, but yeah, I guess that's me. Hands up. Anyway, so they take me off into this separate room where they're like, right, now that you've said something to that extent, you can now not leave. They took my name, my phone number, and then told me, yeah, you can't leave, but that's all we're gonna do. Okay, so go chill with my dad for a bit longer. And, you know, eventually you have to go. Eventually, we make the decision to start leaving as a group. And again, I get collared. Oh, you're not allowed to leave. No, come in here. Give us your name and phone number. To a different person for the second time, who also then did nothing and just let me go. Cool. We're getting drunk with my mum and her best friend that same night. And I was told, yeah, you'll get a phone call from the crisis team. And these are meant to be like immediate, like, prevention people. And it's about midnight. I've had a skinful. Crisis team ring me up and they say, okay, so like, what's wrong? And obviously I briefly explain. And I say, look, I've tried regular counselling before, but it doesn't do that much for me. And the last time I did have counselling, I ended up teaching the woman I was seeing more about autism than she knew herself. So do you have any specialty for autism counselling support in the UK? No, sorry, try Matthew's Hub. Bye, good luck. I'm already a part of Matthew's Hub. There's signs everywhere, isn't there? Oh, if you're struggling, just ask for help. You ask for help and they go, what do you want us to do? Oh, you've got to laugh because otherwise you'll just... Yeah. I'm not saying don't seek help. By all means, Jesus Christ, do seek help. But be prepared to have to fight for that help. And be prepared to be disappointed and let down by what little help there is and how unhelpful the help is. When will I return? This is the bit you pretty much clicked on the video for. I don't have an answer for that yet. However, I am aiming for mid-August, because the first video back that I'm going to do is a very best of Dad Cam, and it's going to feature all the best clips that he's had on the channel. It's going to have his last ever clips that have never been seen before. There's some funny stuff in there, actually. One of them involves a toilet. Don't ask. And I've also been going through what I can only imagine is hundreds of hours worth of home VHS and DVDs, and I've gathered, I think, about 6 gigabytes of footage, which I'm going to then sift through for the best bits of that and include that in the video as well. I just want to show the kind of fantastic man that my dad was, and I hope that you all enjoy watching it. Everything that my dad's video makes, I'm going to be donating to Cancer Research UK. Yeah, so I will be back ASAP. Thank you so much for remaining here, especially to the Patreons and channel members, and you will be getting a private video yourselves very soon, possibly even before this one, so if you haven't seen it yet, go check Patreon and stuff. Your boy will be back soon. Watch this space. It's going to be a good video. Peace.